Hello everyone, Dadwell here, and today we are going to be continuing our little dungeon escape, escapee, or whatever you want to call it as. Let's see. I need to keep using this boy for spare resources. I will increase this to 13, which could be a bad idea. And we're also trying to research this specifically so I can start working on unlocking the necropolis. Okay, that's tragic. Like, come on here. Let's see, the next reward is more money. Lovely. Because again, gold is the main reason I can't really do much right now. Monsters, let's summon a new one. Let's just take a spider for why not. It's not too strong. But its upkeep cost is also lower, so I'll take that. Ah, the legendary hero fulfilled the requirement of my research. Ah yes, Borger. Another one. Nice. Prince Tristan seems to be enjoying this a little more than last time at least. Keyword here being a little. Rip. Anywho. Now thanks to that, I have enough money. Yeah, I can't unlock Necropolis at all. Though I will want to get Iron Chests research just so I can increase the income. And I'll need to keep summoning Tristan because that statue is gonna make my job a lot easier. Yeah. But that is also about it for now, since I really can't do much else. Also, I'm trying to go for the respawn thing, which is why I desperately need to increase my income right now, because that will help me a lot when it comes to boosting my popularity. Money, 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 money. I have so many souls, but so little money. As you see, my income has been increasing slightly since I got the second spire. Now is it enough to keep me, well, make me able to reach my goal today in game? Very doubtful. Don't think so. Yeah, Kristen is dead. Rip. Yeah, that's just these two chests. Because I can't afford more right now, it's gonna make my life so much easier already. Like, it's straight up just nasty how easy certain basic things is gonna be to help me. But I do sadly need to start working on the healing well as well. And yes, I know I said well twice there, don't worry about it. Kristen, my boy, I need you to come here. Thank you, come again. Plus, I need any extra visitors I can for money, so. Lovely. Now, instead of gaining 60 in total, I can get 50 per chest I use my skill on, which is super good. There, 150 used from the free use, set up to 90. I mean, 60 in total, yeah, that is gonna be a lot. But I'm a little confused why today is so weak, much weaker than the last few days. Yeah, my popularity is falling. And I haven't even done anything except new chests. I'm a little confused what I've done to really ruin my reputation. Yeah, what? Okay, how about this? I will take out these two for today, I suppose. Huh. I forgot to summon the legendary heroes. That's gonna be a problem, potentially, but I don't really care right now. It's gonna be less money for them, but it's gonna be more survivable, and hopefully that's gonna boost my rating. It does annoyingly though mean that I won't be able to use my own looting and skill as effectively or at all. Yeah, let's just re-add the kobold, but only the kobold. Let's keep the strongest monster we have, the level 2 goblin, out of this for now. Yeah, like they're far too strong for my stuff. Without the goblin, but with the goblin is 4 monsters there, which is gonna be too many. Sadly. Yeah. Yeah, my popularity sky plummeted so bad I can't even try to summon Tristan anymore. This is really bad. Lowering that back to 12. This might be the end for this dungeon run, and if it is, then I need to re-strategize for the next run. Hey, a loot goblin. Great. I managed to steal 50 of the gold myself. Ain't gonna be enough in the long run, but it's something. And I'm doing this just to ensure that I get some. I was right. That was the last one. Great, I'm back to max, so I can summon Tristan again. And well done, I'm also gonna install a singular healing well over just to help them survive, because apparently they're very bad at that. Also, it doesn't feel like it's very fair that I'm the one being bullied because these people rush in unprepared. I can't even have my own dungeon be complete right now because they die two-faced. Actually, let me just destroy that. Put the Geb. Let's put both kobolds in here and a goblin in here. I'm just gonna think a little before we continue because I need to find my strategy here. Alright, everyone, I have a plan. My main problem right now is the income. So, my plan is simple. I'm gonna be slowly trying to upgrade these chests. And I want to destroy this, but I'm gonna be moving it and for now, later potentially. But anyways, I'm gonna need to prioritize legendary heroes, upgrading the money I can earn through creatures and stuff over focusing on rushing to get my necropolis, which was the OG goal. So yeah. Because we also need to do this so we can get closer to actually be able to afford, without dying instantly, the respawn thing. Well, that's not very good. You still need them to have some level of challenge. But I also don't want it to be they just completely squash my stuff all the time without issue. But I also don't want to just be that I completely squash them without issue either, because if it is either way, that's going to reflect very poorly on my dungeon. And for me to be able to expand, I'm going to need them to focus a little more. I have so many souls, but nothing I can really use it on right now, which is funny. Well, I can, but you know, I have no real valid reason to. Hey, Tristan is the GOAT. He's gonna spend a bunch of money here. I mean, Tristan is the weakest of the legendary heroes, yeah, but he is still a legendary hero that I kinda need to like me enough so that he'll get his reward once if I want to be able to guarantee the one of the main things that I know will be able to make this dungeon a whole lot more likable for a lot of more people than him. Okay, he just left. He didn't die this time, but that's still a reward, like a bonus in that sense. All right, yeah. I will not be spending any souls. Though I am gonna do this. Lock these two. And place another iron one over here. Because this way I will be able to utilize the souls I have no real other use for right now. Store money here in here that I can also claim with the greed skill. And yet I know I forgot to activate the legendary hero, but I don't really care much. As long as these two are locked. This is still a valuable resource. There we go. As you can see, this already helps my income a lot. And now with Lucky Monsters, another one of these. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, the ancient spawner is what I want to get because it's just a faster version of the base spawner. Yeah, that's actually all I'm gonna have to change right now. So I'm gonna activate Prince Tristan trying to raid us. As you can see, the negative number is slowly rising, so it's no longer negative. At least as negative, meaning it's gonna be a little faster, which is something I enjoy. Bruh. Finally. And as you can see, yeah, this is definitely making a good bump in the pay increase from this dungeon. Now, if we could only make it look better, etc., so people like Tristan would actually want to come here. Yeah. Rip. Actually, this is honestly what I wanted. Not necessarily in the method I wanted it, but this is what I wanted. I'm gonna scrap this for another iron chest. I'll scrap this one as well for another iron chest. And from now on, it's really just let me summon another monster, even though I didn't really have a reason to earlier. Now I do. Boop. It is going to increase the debt I have every day, but it is also now that I have more loot and everything in here. Hopefully. Everything this going together should be enough. Yeah, I do actually see this working in my favor. Let's pause, let's take this 100 gold. Okay, so he does like the prestige. He doesn't necessarily like the overall too much right now. Okay, so overall, he does like that at least. That's a good sign. With the ancient spawners researched. Ooh, yeah, the third eye would be a very good skill for me to get. But it's not necessarily going to help me with money. Yeah, I'm still getting it. But after this, I'm gonna try to work a little more on the underworld's research. Let's also resummon Tristan. Because now, as you can see, I do have a thing going here. Also destroy that for this. I'll only replace one for now. I could easily focus on doing more, even if the minus would be greater. But I'm only really doing this so I can use a skeleton as more of a money farm. So I'm actually leveling up the skeleton one more time, so it drops the same gold each time it dies as I earn from it. Lovely. I don't appreciate my people's liking of me going down this much because of the skeleton being one level higher and spawning slightly faster. But at the same time, I do understand it. It's a surprise jump in difficulty, even if it's not a huge one. So I don't have to like it, but I understand it. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Uh, hmm. Yeah, that's a problem because now it's. You are complaining about what exactly? What do you mean you wish there were more monsters to kill? Y'all were getting whooped because there were too many. Humans. Anywho. Let's see how they do one run. Well, they can't even summon their hero right now. I mean, obviously notes 100 free gold. Great, people are liking certain things more now. Nice. Neat. And here comes the most important thing, not that thing. Uh, but this. My famous respawning. I don't really care for souls right now, but I do want more props and options. Yeah, and because of the fact that this raised me enough, I can summon Tristan again. And let's go. I'm gonna be heavily in the red at the start of this day. Ouch. But I should be able to claw myself out pretty neatly. And now with the power I can with the fact that I can respawn enemies, even if just every now and then, it should also help increase things for me a bit. Great. Yeah, as you can see, I am able to catch up after this. I'm not sure what this guy is doing. Are they just confused or something? Or did they seriously get stuck? Anywho, because I could finally respawn, I now have that option as a possible thing. And I can now start doing other quests, which is important. Let's just increase the regenerator level of that guy so I can claim this. These two straight up got stuck, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to end the day manually. Get out of here. Great. Hehehehe. I didn't know we had mimics. But I will begin by just getting more visitors, because that is realistically gonna be my best bet. I'll summon Tristan again. Add 2 of these, even though it's gonna cut me back a bit. Just to max this room out. I mean, look, I know it's temp room and everything, but I still want to be able to utilize it as long as I have it. Look, I'm very happy about the fact that a lot of them is buying potions. Both it helps me with my quest, and it's also just a good income, so I like this. Of course, this boy's gonna like it. He instantly managed to fill his coin pouch without much difficulty at all. Got him free stuff, then he took most of the gold from everyone else, so he could just increase his own stats, which is kind of fitting a prince, I suppose. At least in a fantasy setting. Yeah, this poor guy's getting jumped. Oh well, at least I have permanently more visitors now. I'll happily get the more monsters upgrade. Okay, so I get 2021 as long as I summon Tristan. That is still gonna be 2 days just for the mimic chests. Well, I want to get it, but it's not necessarily wise right now. I still want to get it just to see if there is something else trapped like that I could get there. It's time. By moving this over here. I'm sorry, what do you mean it's gonna cost me a bunch of money just to move the room now? Bruh. Never mind then. There, I guess. Now it's time to design this room. Great, now that the light is maxed. Pop those in. A single chest. A Assigning my 2 kobolds in here. We have a deadly room already. I told you to use up its uses. Fair enough. Rip. I still want Eric's Rebirth Stone thing, because that's gonna be key for my respawn rooms and everything. So for now, I'm gonna have to. Whoop. I'm ready. I like my little guard dude with his little mustache. It's gonna be very easy to already do that. It's probably my best result yet this run. Never mind, it was, but he lost interest. Rip. Yeah, this is just me being a dick because of the fact that I'm a dungeon master in normal D&D. I have to use my mimics. Okay, I'll pay some souls for more storage. Monsters, great. No, let's just get the Skeleton King. Also, let's summon Prince Tristan again, and we are pretty good. The video's been going on for a bit now, but I feel like we can do a few more days. Let's go! Also, I just realized this is most likely gonna be at cost. If it is, it's gonna be bad for me, but at the same time, it's also good for me to know that for future bosses. This could also be that bro only costs money once he's placed in a dungeon, and not just while I have him unlocked. Because of the boss status, so I'm gonna have to wait a little for that to know. Let me guess, someone has... Oh, so they are actually chests to store money, but I assume I keep this money. That's kind of funny. Bro got nommed. Wait, that is really bad for me. That also lowers my amount of visitors. Oh, I forgot to use greed once. Rip. And yeah, I can't really do much else. I'm gonna have to use wait and try to save up for 1,000 for one of these things. That's just gonna cost me more money every day, but still it's gonna power up the heroes, which hopefully should make them like me a little more. I'm sorry, okay, but the mimic chest is just funny to me. They beat up my lizards, they try to rob me, and the chest bites them. I mean, they do get the money, but they also take damage, which means they're gonna have a higher rate of reason why they would purchase the potions I sell, which is also good for me. Okay, good. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I have no reason to waste, you spend money right now. No, I am almost up to being able to summon Tristan again. Hmm. Wait, if I do that... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get the sign, nothing else right now. That's fine. Oh, so it's just how much money each of them cost to upkeep, I suppose. Like the buildings and stuff themselves, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get this day going. Also, I just realized day 69. Wait, these things are really bad. Like these adventures. Like, what? Seriously, dungeoneering rule 101 in basically every game, including D&D. Do not go alone. And if you do, expect shit to go wrong. I'm sorry, what do you mean 100 a day? Let me just level up the Skeleton King for that quest. I mean, I might as well start to prepare the Skeleton King for when I can actually use them. There, now it's really just these two quests left, and I'm completely done with Underworld's research. Let's see. I'm just gonna research light sources. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the boss to be a legit. What is this moment? But this just feels mean. I see they're very tired. Fair enough. want another one of these rooms here for a more another fight room, and or this, but I want more fights right now. One up here specifically so I can put in the respawn things in here. There we go. Going so much negative every day that I'm just surprised that I can even keep up. And this is not a good sign, by the way. This is really bad. But hey, these are max popularity rising, even if I can't necessarily reach their ends. The worst thing is because of these two, I'm kind of literally stuck right now here. I reach this, but then I unlock these two. But realistically, that's gonna happen before I can even make the fifth room. Unless I make small room just to max them out, but that's just gonna waste money, which I don't really have right now, so I can't really do that either. Anyway, great. I have candles and crystal ore. Lovely. Bread. Okay, I'm gonna have 19 visitors today in game, so can I have anything that's gonna take less than 20, please? No, 20 seems to be the minimum I have right now, which is really annoying. Let's just do that. Go over here. Traps, misc objects, here we go. Because I'm gonna need a second defense totem knowing these idiots. He's placed it over there. I kinda have to, because as you see, the radius on this ain't that big. There we go. Look, it's not a lot, and I know it's risky, but I feel like increasing their power is gonna be my best bet popularity-wise and rating. Hey, this is a pretty good day financially in game. So yeah, I think more totems was the way to go. Yeah, definitely. Summon Prince Tristan. And I also wish to add an attack totem over here. And buff it with souls to boost its range. So this room is basically gonna be more effective. Nice. Well, let's start. And it's gonna be the last day for today in game, but this should, if I'm not being a dumbass right now, help a lot with the finances. Bro. Yeah, just looking at the money increase is insane. And who seems like Tristan likes the dungeon a little more now. He should still dip from the room though before he gets completely overwhelmed. There. I don't want him to rage quit. Especially not when his pocket's that full. It's better for me that he goes out placing after he's already gone through this place. Yeah, I was right. My tactic is working. No, let's just work on this just so I can say I finished it. Nice. I also wish to put it like this and enhance both of these. There we go. And that's it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been your host, Tadrill. Tadrill out.